Alright, we are going a whole different route now. We have got 17 passengers. That's going to be ridiculous. We are in this thing. It is a large plane, but it is not a very fast plane. So I don't know how long
Time to take off.
this will take, but as you can see, we're not working with the most comfortable aircraft. God, this is gonna be another one where it like takes me 5 years to figure out how to close the door. I think it's going to. There we go. I just caught it there. Oh, come on. Okay, ladder just disappears. That's a cool feature. Yeah, so this is gonna be pretty interesting on figuring it out. I have flown this before, but it was the paid version in the old game. Let's go ahead and hop in. As you can see, it is old school. Very old school. So, yeah, this will be very interesting if I can figure it out. This carpet is horrendous. Yeah, so we've already got some ice on the windows. That's a good start. Let's see if everything is set up. Cool. Alright, we got that. I mean, all of this crap is just going to be, like, not something that I can get to. Let's go ahead and turn that off because that's going to annoy me. First off, let's see if it starts up. Well, I guess let's get everyone on board. So, we have 720 pounds of human. That's good. Probably overdone it, but what do we got for pounds of fuel? Let's bring this up. Let's just max it out because I don't know how much burn we're gonna have. So let's just make sure that we can get there. We are heading to Italy, so we got to cross up over the mountains. Let's go ahead and get this thing fired up, if it will fire up on its own. This thing might be loud as well. I remember the one in the last game was extremely loud, so if it is, I apologize if my voice is not quite right. Let's do this an easier way. Okay, so we have got... We're gonna just do direct again. Waiting for the GPSs to pop. Let's see if we can look up at... We got wipers. No thanks. Window heat, let's get that on. We don't need window washers. Did the wipers stop in a bad spot? Okay. I don't remember if that's where it always was. yeah, this is going to be a mess, and if we don't have a failure, we should be able to make it, but it's going to be a bit of a dangerous trip, kind of flying with no clue. Alright, so we've got lighting. I need. Here we go. Oh my god, this. Alright, let's. I think there's quick buttons. Let's go ahead and we're going to go back here, and then let's go instruments. That's forward overhead. Oh cool, the scroll doesn't even allow you to go. There we go. Alright. Prop de-ice. We'll just hold off on that. We got pitot on. I'm assuming that's not. Yeah, we'll just turn all those on because what the hell? It doesn't matter. Okay. Who the hell knows? These wipers are gonna annoy me. I'm sure that's where they were when. There we go. Alright. That's better. Alright. So, engines are on. We've got this up and running now. Let's go direct. We are going to LIPI. That's still acting weird, isn't it? That's annoying. Okay. Got that activated. We've got autopilot here, so we should be able to get that to work, hopefully. We're set for 10,000, but we may need to go more. I believe that is all we need. I mean, this is such an awesome view here. Should never leave this place, but we gotta keep flying. So we got this working. Let's take our brakes off. This thing's gonna have power to roll, so it's very slow to react. Taxi back here. Something feels weird. Like the zoom or something. Alright, so I'm gonna assume we go a click down on flaps for takeoff. This thing is set up to do some short takeoffs. Go around whatever that hole is. I think we're at the end of the runway. So yeah, we got a lot of people on board, and hopefully I can figure it out. I wasn't gonna fly this, but everything else I tried, I couldn't get to work, and so I just said, screw it, let's give this a go. Let's go flying. we are really heavy. It's taking its sweet time. We're up.
Pilot, good flight.
Flaps up. Just gonna manually fly for a moment. Alright. Trimming it out here. 1,000 feet a minute. Okay, we got it trimmed well. Let's just climb out this direction, just so that we can get up over the mountains. Let's take a look at our gauges. I've got to bring this back. There we go. Alright, we're at 120 knots. It's dropping a little bit. We're at 4,000 feet at the moment. Let's get oh, nope, nope, nope. Nope. Shit. How do I fire that engine again? I thought that was mixture. That was not mixture. Do we have that engine back? No, it is still dead. Alright, I'm gonna Control E and see if that will fix it. Think it's firing. We're gonna just hold level.
Terrain.
It's trying to fire back up. I'm just hopeful that it doesn't kill the other engine. There we go. We got it fired. Let's go ahead and reset all this. Okay. We're good now. Don't hit shit that you don't know about. Yeah, we don't have mixture, because alright, let's circle back on our climb here.
Banking.
Got these clouds pushing in too. That's gonna make things fun, but now we're high enough that I feel like we can go into this valley. I'm gonna stay under the clouds for a bit. For as long as I can. $5,300 feet. Trim it down just a little bit here. So we want to head off in that direction. I think we've got enough elevation now. Altitude, sorry. Start getting headed in the right direction towards Italy. And I don't think we're gonna get much higher terrain. I could be wrong. Might just have to manually fly this the whole way though, just to keep us out of danger. I mean, we could go higher, but alright, let's level off at 7. Stay out of the clouds. And let's do altitude hold mode on. Oh, there's some higher stuff back there. Alright, let's just cross to the south. And then we'll turn when we need to, because yeah, there is some definite higher terrain there. And we're barely getting over this stuff, so that mountain is definitely much larger. We're headed in the right direction, at least. "45 minutes away, but that's going to change depending on what direction we're headed. We're actually making pretty good time. I thought this thing was slower. We're going to get terrain call-outs this whole time. I mean, Jesus, look at this scenery. Alright, we're going to back, throttle off.
Terrain.
Okay, maybe 7,000 wasn't enough. Let's go 8. Throw some throttle back in it for the climb. Let's get this climb going, because holy crap, these got taller than I thought they were. We're getting thrown all over the place here. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the right. See, if it wasn't cloudy, we'd be fine. We could just get up and go, but I don't have a whole lot to work here. Alright, and terrain-wise, we're fine. Okay. For now. Alright, up over that peak. Or ridge. I guess we weren't really at the peak. We are at 8,000 now. Got this valley down here. Just absolutely massively steep all around it. We are heading off course, but I think if we can get around, well, that might have actually been where we needed to go. Let me just, yeah, you know what? Let's turn and head through that valley. We're gonna get into some clouds, but I think we'll be okay. As long as we use our trusty GPS and don't end up putting ourselves into a valley that just happens to stop. Jesus, look at that cliff face. Alright, so we should get through these clouds and be fine. Still see the mountains. It's not really heavy stuff. Wow. I know we could go higher, but that's not fun. Then it looks like we're going to be able to just kind of poke around the end of here and split two peaks just down the road. Let's back our speed off a little bit. I think I'm going to go heading mode. Alright, and if we poke around the backside of this mountain, we'll be good. Let's see if this is, yep, alright, it is working. Yeah, just walls all around us at 8,000 feet. Oh, we missed the gap, but this gap works. Alright. Get around here. Zoom in. So it looks like we're clear south of here, so I just want to make sure we're not going to do anything dumb right now. Okay. Kind of on course now, although lots of clouds looming. But it looks like most of the way we're good. We do have another little gap we need to cut through. Got a very large valley down here. Shit, we came up on this much quicker than I thought. I think we're okay though. It looks like at our angle we're going to be able to go through the gap just fine, even though we can't see it. As long as we don't see it. Oh shit, there is something straight ahead of us. Alright, let's just climb out of this. This isn't possible. Hard climb. We've got clouds and terrain, and wasn't going to work out for us. So we'll go to 12,000. That should get us over top of these. I don't think it's going to clear up over all of this. And since we are climbing out, we can just do this now, and heading mode off, nav mode on. Should be making a left turn here. Alright, we are at 9,200. It looks like that's getting us over everything by 1,000. We zoom out. Looks like that clears us the whole way. So we'll get up to 10,000 and call that good. Let's go ahead and get this up. Currently 41 minutes out. Everything's blending in together with, oh, we got an airport down there, with clouds, and I mean, we got a peak right there, but I think we're okay. I think it's just off to our left. Oh, I did have to hire a co-pilot as well for this. Yep, there we go. That's the one that we needed to get over right away. 8,000 wasn't going to cut it for that guy. Yeah, those got a lot higher over there. Alright, well, it looks like everything's kind of clearing up now. Again, I hope the volume isn't too ridiculously loud for the engine, but that is just this plane. The good thing about this plane, though, is you can put it down almost anywhere. Directly over this peak, but we should be good, because it's saying that we're good for, I think, that one there. Yeah, we're definitely fine on that. The ones up ahead must be that there. The lake down there. We're gonna get bounced around because we're just barely scraping over this one. We're gonna get really bounced around over this bit, but I think once we're past those, I mean, it's still gonna be mountainous, but get us headed towards Mediterranean, I think, is where we're headed. I don't know what this bit is called on the back side of the boot. I'm sure it's some sort of C, but it doesn't have a label, so I think we're headed to Italy, and it looks like it's probably a military base. But yeah, we're going to be over mountains the whole time, I think. 30 minutes out. Doing 160. So, I mean, it's slow. Our ground speed, though, is 193 at the moment. So we're getting some good wind. Let's find our fuel gauges. Here we go. Here's our fuel. I think there should be, if I remember correctly, maybe something that changes which tanks it's showing, but maybe not. Anyways, we've got the views of the mountains and the valleys, and just going past that. Fuel gauges are pretty worthless. I mean, look at that. I think there is a little tiny community there in this back side of the valley. I mean, one avalanche and you're gone. There's so much potential momentum with how steep these are. It's just crazy. Like, these are just some really rough, rugged terrain that we're just skirting over. But we're over. Alright, so we do... Yeah, I know. Do have a little bit here. I think we're going to be okay, though. Again, yes, I know I could go up another 1,000 feet and just be fine, but we're here. It says we're getting over it. The ones on the horizon look like they're taller, but I'm pretty sure we don't encounter anything else. So yep, we get over these just fine. I see it. A little late on that call, though. Wow, it's cleared up. It's awesome looking. We are home free now, 25 minutes out, 196 on the ground speed. I'm actually surprised how short of a flight this is. If we were in a TBM or one of the faster modern planes, this would have been a very short hop. And we screwed around on the climb for like 10 minutes, so. House. So yeah, I have no idea where we're gonna be headed. I saw what I wanted to see in Germany. It may bump us back into the mountains to some of these smaller airports down in the valleys, or we may head into Eastern Europe, Western Asia. I do enjoy this plane, so it doesn't have all the modern stuff, but it's fairly easy to figure out. I don't know why this is ticking like a clock. Oh, is that our... I don't know what that is. Maybe that's to the ground. Could be. Look at this little valley here. It is... well, we got a ski resort, I believe, on this one, because it's not as steep. Got this nice town down here. I'm not going to be able to say any of the names, so not even going to try. It's actually, this whole mountain is pretty much an entire ski resort, if I'm looking at it correctly. Which I may not be looking at it correctly. I may just be seeing things that I think. It could just be lifts up to the top of the mountain. May not even be skiing. But there's a bunch of stuff at the top of it. There's a city covered in snow down there. Those mountains look scary. Terrain. Okay. It's not saying anything. Go a little wider view here. So, yeah, it looks like we got a bunch of stuff up here at the top of the mountain. I'm sure this is famous. I've probably seen it in movies. Like, I feel like I've seen something like this, but I'm sure there's more than one. I feel like I've seen that building with a little overhang there. Yeah, I don't know if this is skiing or not. There. We got some really pointy mountains up ahead. This is really cool. A little better than Arkansas was. Alright, yeah, we do have some terrain starting to show up on the map. Luckily, it looks like we're splitting all of this straight down the line, but we got that peak, and then these peaks that are, I mean, they almost look broken, how jaggy they are, but I'm sure that is how they are. It's just, damn, that is just absolutely rugged. If I can take a photo without breaking the game. Oh, well. It just stopped the game. Okay. I did not expect it to pause the game. Look at those. It's crazy. Yeah, people that mountain climb, no thanks.
Terrain.
That is not anything. Oh wow, we are headed directly at that now. Okay, so let's go heading mode. We're gonna get ourselves turned here, and why not just play it fully safe and head straight down this valley. $18 minutes out. That's going to climb up a little bit, but this looks like the safe way to go. And that was taking us possibly, yeah, that was going to be very close. Got any names that I recognize? No. Because they're all in completely different language. So, even if it was a famous peak, well, and it's not even, you know, it doesn't even stand out from much. It was just in our way, so. I think get around this guy. Get ourselves turned back on route. Should be good. Absolutely nuts, the just sheer cliffs that these make sometimes. A little off course. Still, we're only like 15 minutes out, so these are going to abruptly end, I believe. think we can get turned after this one. Is there a little lake back in there? This one right here is impressive. Just crazy. All right, let's get ourselves turned back en route. We're gonna have to do everything manually on landing, which is fine. Overall, though, really cool flight. I was worried it was going to be just overcast the whole way, and thankfully did not encounter that. Flying above all of this, above clouds, would be really boring. Okay, these peaks might showing up, but maybe so we're gonna be landing near Udine. None of these names even like ring a bell. I think we're still in Italy. Yeah, we're still in Italy. It's just the far eastern Italy. And we can see the sea. Mountains end right here. Surprised we didn't get terrain warned on that. Alright, our airport is at 170 feet. So once we clear the mountains, we're going to start dropping. Drop down to 1800. Fuel, what have we used? We've been in the air about 40 minutes. Looks like we've barely used any up, so that's good news. we got a very wide looking river. And then on the other side of that is our airport. Although, yeah, the river is sort of wide, but it looks like it's seasonal with the melt. Okay, so just getting ready. Start backing things off. At this moment, we are 8 minutes out. That's going to slow down a little bit. You see these river basins. I think it's got them full, but I think they get to a trickle late summer or dry bits. So yeah, this river here, our airport is probably right about there. So let's go ahead and start descending. Do 500 a minute. Back the throttle down, make it a little quieter in here. Welcome to Flat Italy. It's crazy how these mountains just instantly pop up and then instantly go away. Just a tiny bit more. We are now clear of mountains, so let's take it down 1,000 a minute. Getting off course here because we're on heading still. Turn back to the right in just a second. All right, do we have any weather info? Good thing about Italy is they shouldn't have too many airports. We got nothing. Guess we'll request a full stop landing. See what runway they say.
Tower Delta, Golf Zulu Echo, Foxtrot, 12 miles northeast 7700 for to land.
Delta, Golf Zulu Echo Foxtrot Aviano Tower. QNH 1014, make right downwind runway 05.
Okay.
Fly right downwind runway 05, Zulu Echo Foxtrot.
Don't know why the voice is so echoey, but well, 05 does not appear to be a runway here. It's showing 06 on the map. I think we'll bring it in over the airport and then do the right hand in. Let's pick the airspeed up just a bit. And it'll give us a good chance to practice the short landings on a long runway. So those lakes are about the same distance away from the airport as this river is. So say the airport is right there. And we should be coming in perpendicular to the runway. So should be able to see it crossing in front of us. Looking down at Italy. This all looks good. We're at 5,000 feet now. There's another little creek just before the airport, so we can see something. Might be like this little tree line here. Possibly that's our airport. Not actually at the angle I thought. Oh, we're gonna cross over it, so we'll figure it out when we get there. Yeah, this looks really, really good. I thought this was gonna just be filled up. .3,000 feet. Let's slow our descent. It is a 9,800 foot runway. So a whole lot of room to work with. I think that's maybe the little creek, and then maybe that's the airport. 2,500 feet. Interesting intersection there. Getting off the main road onto, like, there's 50 different ways. Just hold it 1,800. Burn off a bit of speed. Take a look at the airport and
Terrain.
man, if you're gonna be yelling at terrain the whole time, I'm gonna have to find how to disable that. Hopefully it's only when we're having vertical speed change, but I don't want to hear that the whole time. It's like we're landing. We know we're getting close. Alright, yeah, that's our airport. We're gonna actually speed this up and not fly over because we got it in sight and we got it figured out. So we're gonna autopilot off. Okay, we gotta shut that dude up. There we go. So we're gonna do a very short turn in just to kind of practice some aggressive landing with this. Really wish I could set the default zoom or set the default camera to what I want it to be, because the zoom is just way too far out. Alright, we're at 1,000 feet, we're at 900. Wow, it's calling a stall there. Thought that was flaps out. That's strange. Full flaps. Maybe it won't yell at stall. Maybe you gotta have the flaps out to reach that speed. Okay. Flaps are really slow. Slowed us down though, Jesus. Alrighty. So about 70. Not coming in as aggressive as I had planned. Plane really likes to yell. And then we just got extremely floaty putting the power back on, but we're just going to cut power.
50, 40, 30,
Oh,
20.
that might bring us in really hard.
Well, you've landed. We'll send maintenance around here after you
Okay, this thing does not enjoy that.
taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
Oh my god. Okay, it is not a floated in plane. We may have broke a bit on that.
Zulu Echo Foxtrot, did you hear my last transmission?
Fuck no. I was wrecking the plane on landing. Okay. We're on the ground. Slightly in the ground. I don't know why it's doing that. That's
Zulu
kind of
Echo
weird.
Foxtrot acknowledged last transmission.
Shut up.
122. 1 Zulu Echo Foxtrot.
We may have broken the plane bad. Okay. So it is not like a small plane where I can just float it in. The landing was 1,200 feet a minute into the ground. Pretty sure we broke a lot. I may owe a lot on the plane. May have just went bankrupt. The plane is like doing weird floaty things, like it's on just one gear. And that was all around terrible. Now we know. I thought it was just going to float in, and maybe with the flaps up, it could have, but we definitely need to bring it in at 100. Because, yeah, this thing is very slow to recover too. Like, throttle response is very slow, and that put us in a really bad spot. I think we've got some icons on the passengers that I've never seen. I don't know if they're dead or angry. We're just gonna park here because I don't know where we're headed. That was terrible. That was really bad.
Okay, pilot. The guests are leaving the aircraft now.
We definitely did not do good things there. The plane is massively damaged. I'm gonna have to fix that with all the money that we get from this. Let's hop out.
Transporter
See
from
ya.
dispatch. Another passenger mission completed. Thanks, and bye.
Well, it says that we're good there, but the
Let's get
struts
out of
are,
here.
yeah, the struts are going to be the issue. Well, we're up to 163,000, and now I'm going to spend 97,000 to fix the plane. We learn. Thankfully, it's a game. That did not feel good. Now, I want to get back in this thing, and there was some weird tipping that was happening while we were moving, and I don't understand it, but yeah, so we're at $70,000 now. I have repaired it all, and we are now here in this part of Italy, and we can go wherever we would like. We'll figure that out, but I think we're definitely taking this plane for a bit, and hopefully the audio is fine. I'll have to go listen to it real quick before I do my next one, but yeah, we'll do better on the landing, that's for sure. Thanks for watching.